Hey friends, how's it going? Ash here, welcome back to Extra Gents Scents. Hope you're doing well. The other day I was shopping in my local TJ Maxx, and gotta be honest, it's been a while since I've gone to TJ Maxx or Marshalls and looked for fragrances and seen what they have, because locally it's usually pretty bad. Yeah, there's usually not too much there worth checking out, but I did notice some cologne fragrances that they have there, and I've noticed these for a while actually. When I've gone in and actually stopped by the fragrance section, I've known or seen this brand pop up more and more often, and I picked these two up. We're gonna check them out here. So these are from Milestone Perfumes, and I've actually purchased a couple of things from Milestone Perfumes, but not in TJ Maxx, from LaBelle Perfumes. So if you go to LaBelle, that website, you can find a lot of different Milestone fragrances there that have the full presentation and everything. I think usually, if not always, at TJ Maxx, they come like this, just the bottle, and they slap the price right on there. So $14.99 each, $15 for each one of these. But they got a bunch of them, a whole bunch, and especially Tom Ford private blends. They have a lot of those. So it's interesting to see Milestone pop up there all the time now. It basically is like the TJ Maxx clone brand of choice or something. They must have signed some sort of deal. And also English Laundry, which is not a clone brand, but you'll see their fragrances there a lot, just like this. No presentation, just the bottle itself. Whereas if you buy English Laundry fragrances online, it'll come with the box and everything. So kind of an interesting aspect. You would think that maybe, you know, something like Armaf or Lattafa would have signed a deal with TJ Maxx. And again, this is just me assuming that's what's happened, because they are literally everywhere at all TJ Maxx's, but no. Milestone. So I guess we're just gonna take a look at these, smell them and everything, and see if these are worth checking out at a whopping 15 bucks if you stop by your local store and see them there. A lot of people, I guess, would just spray these out in store since they don't have a package, you know, no box or anything, but I thought that'd be kind of weird if I was just standing over there blasting stuff and sitting it back up on the counter. So I'm gonna try to link these below. I don't know if I'll be able to find them or not, but if not, check out your local store. And before we go forward, here are codes. You can use these codes to save money at any of these different websites. Check them out, commit them to memory. So what do we have here? Well, we have Bravery Hero, which should be Burberry Hero. I like that they didn't even bother to not change the name on this one, other than just Bravery instead of Burberry. And then the bottle shape very similar. It says Eau de Parfum on the bottom, but the color scheme here is the same as the original Hero. And then we have Tuxedo. So this should be Tuxedo, and I don't know how they came to this name, Tuxedo. Tax company? Tuxedo? Does that mean something I'm unaware of? I'm gonna have to Google Tuxedo. It's a city in Mexico. Okay. And it wouldn't be pronounced Tuxedo. So the big clones of Tuxedo, this is obviously a clone of YSL Tuxedo, are the Tux from Maison Alhambra, Suits from Fragrance World, and then Tudor from Pandora Scents, which is Paris Corner. So these are the big ones here, and we have to see if Tuxedo at 15 bucks can compare with these over here. I have to say though, between Tuxedo and the Tux does look a little higher end, has sharper edges, a little bit heavier, just overall looks slightly nicer. But again, this is 15 bucks. Let's start with Hero, Bravery Hero. So here is your bottle, very similar in shape to the Burberry Hero bottles. You have the name of the fragrance, name of the house on the front there, Eau de Parfum concentration. On the bottom, you have your badge code, a little sticker that says open here, say 100 ml size. Again, $14.99 was the price paid on this one. And sadly, no magnetic cap. Actually, the cap weighs absolutely nothing. This is one of the cheapest caps you will ever feel in your life. Let's give it a spray. Here we go. Atomizer is surprisingly good. You see that? What? It's a nice atomizer. Okay, let's give it a smell here. Pressurized. What's going on here? I'm so confused. That doesn't smell like, that does not smell like Burberry Hero. That smells more in line with like a Valentino Uomo Dior Homme kind of vibe. I am utterly confused. There's absolutely an iris kind of accord in there as soon as you spray that on. That is not Hero. I have to go get Hero because now I am utterly confused.
A few moments later.
Okay, let's just scoot this over here. Let's spray this on. The atomizer is actually better on that one, but magnetic cap, so yeah. Ultimately that wins. Yeah, it's not even close. Okay. The atomizer is better on the clone. This is not Burberry Hero. It is not close. So Burberry Hero, this is fresh, clean, very woody. It has 3 different cedars in there. Nice versatile fragrance, good for the office. But this is more, yeah, like Valentino Uomo kind of is what pops to my mind first. Like a slight nuttiness to it, an irisy, creamy kind of sweetness. Truth be told, for 15 bucks, it's pretty good off a tester strip. Off skin, I'm not sure. And I'm already wearing a fragrance today, so like I can't spray this on and tell you, oh, off skin it's like this, because it would just be melding with what I'm already wearing. So with Burberry Hero off a strip, it is an awful Burberry Hero clone because it smells nothing like it. So if you get this and you're like, oh, I like Burberry Hero, look at that, it's gotta be that. You've been lied to, you've been bamboozled, you've been hoodwinked. This is not that. This is more like an affordable Valentino Uomo Dior Homme original kind of fragrance. It doesn't make any sense, but that's what it is. All right, Tuxedo. So here on the front, we got a little sticker, has the name of the fragrance, name of the house, Eau de Parfum concentration. Again, $14.99 on this one, and same kind of deal on the bottom with your badge code. Again, it does feel and look maybe slightly cheaper than this one and this one. Cap has a little more heft to it. It's weighted toward the top, so it feels less cheap than this one. Let's give it a spray. Tuxedo. No, another pretty good atomizer. Check that out. Not bad. I don't really think that this is I think the same thing might be going on here. Let's do a comparison between all these bad boys. Just a mess of tester strips going on. Oof, worst atomizer. Worst atomizer award goes to Tudor. At least you tried. This one is also pretty good, actually. It's got a decent bit of rose to it. So it's got a floral aspect, decent floral aspect. Nice spiciness to it. Little sweetness, boozy sweetness underneath. Yeah, this is actually a really good tuxedo alternative for 15 bucks. I'm curious what all these are going for at the moment. Sorry, just give me 1 second as I do some research. So you can get this one for about 30, looks like. Tudor, double the price of Tuxedo. Get this one for 25. And the Tux, like the most expensive one, about 45, looks like. This is pushing pretty hard. To be fair, I sprayed a lot of that on. Ooh, what is that? Oh no, come back. There's like a little bite to that, like a patchouli. This one is a little more resinous. Oh, okay. This is good. For 15 bucks, that's a pretty good alternative, honestly. I think if money is not an issue, the Tux is where you roll. I think that Suits is really nice in that $25 price range, but Tuxedo at 15 is absurdly cheap, but it is absolutely the most floral one of the bunch. And it honestly has more of a bite to it. These are smooth. These two are smoother. This one has, Tuxedo has an earthiness to it. I think absolute best bang for your buck is that one. I mean, $15. This is like 3 times the cost of that. This is twice the cost of that. This is not quite twice the cost. So I think if you're just looking at absolute best bang for your buck, Tuxedo, if you can find it for 15, probably is that, as long as you don't mind the ramped up floral aspect, because it does have much more of a noticeable floral aspect as compared to these. Some people are not going to like that as much. If money is not an issue as far as cologne fragrances go, then the Tux is probably the best of the bunch. But then if you want less of the florals, but you still want an absolutely great bang for your buck, you go for Suits. That's what I think. That was surprisingly good. That is not Hero at all. I don't understand why you go through the whole process of like cloning the bottle and the name and everything else, and then you go, you know what though? What if we put in like a creamy, powdery iris fragrance? What if we did that? That'd be cool. That's what they did. Smells good though. Okay, bit of a surprise. $15 with no box. My expectations were very low. Like I said, I had smelled Milestone fragrances, a couple of them that I bought from LaBelle, and I knew they were okay. Not you know, really awful or anything like that, but still just seeing them like this, you don't expect much, but not bad. If you're on a budget and you're in TJ Maxx or something, it's worth checking out. All right, guys, that'll do it for me. If you know of some other Milestones that you think are, you know, really good, then let me know. If I see them, I'll go ahead and pick them up. This is how they package them for you. Put them in some nice paper. Wonderful. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Stay safe out there. See you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys later.